Hi fam. I am excited. I have something to announce, which I have been hinting to on my other platforms if you follow them. I'm starting a new series, and also like I need to upgrade the way I do my things. I am now committing to being a serious content creator because it's something I love to do, and I don't know why I just don't do it consistently. So I'm going to try to challenge myself to be more consistent. And in that regard, I am introducing a new series. This series will be available on my YouTube, on my Facebook, and probably my TikTok. So any of those. And it's an exciting one. It's an exciting one. A little background. Um, if you've been following any of my pages, you've seen that I post series up. I had one sermon series, but I didn't finish it, where I was like giving you verses and preaching a bit, but never actually went in depth to it and didn't finish it. Probably I'll re-pick it up. I'll think about it and see if I want to continue with the preaching series. But I'll see. The one that I've been consistent with is the location series, where I show you different hangout places, different food outlets, different places basically that would be fun to go with your friends or your family or by yourself. So I will also be continuing that location series. Yeah, that one. The reason why it's not consistent, why I can't promise you videos every week, is I need man. I actually need money to go to restaurants, to go to places, so I can review them for you. So it's not always I'm going to be able to do that. Plus, I'm also a student and mostly out at school, especially now working on my dissertation and stuff. But anyway, that's besides the topic. So, that being said, the series that I am starting is one close to my heart. So I've always been one who loves controversy and things that I don't understand, learning new things and exploring other topics that we usually don't discuss or usually don't talk about. And in that regard, I will be bringing to you the series that I shall be calling The Lost Books of the Bible, The Forgotten Texts of Eden. Basically, okay, so I don't know what the title is going to be. I'll put it in the comment section. In the title of this video, I write the official title of the series. But this series is going to be talking about lost books of the Bible. You know that the Bible that we use, most of us, has a lot of text that's missing for various reasons. So I am starting a series where we put aside the text that we've always had, that we are slacking, the one that we haven't even finished reading Genesis to Revelation, but we want to go explore other books. Well, that is the problem that you and I have together, but we'll work on that too. But back to this one. What we are supposed to do in the series is this. We are going to explore other texts, the Apocrypha and what's the other one called? They're called the, I think it's a pseudepigraph. You know what? I'm not gonna say the word. Anyway, basically, it's the books that were supposed to be part of the Old Testament that are not there, and part of the New Testament that are no longer there. So in some Bibles, like the New King James Version app that I downloaded, it has the Apocrypha in between the Old Testament and New Testament. So you're going to find a Bible like that. If you want to tag along on the series and actually read the books on your own, though I will be telling you the stories here on this channel, that's what the series is about. But if you want to do them on your own, if you want to go through the books on your own, you can download it on Play Store. That's where I got it. I got them, I guess, for, I don't know about iPhone users. Me, I'm an Android user. So Play Store. You get the New King James Version app with the Apocrypha, and an application called Lost Books of the Bible, I think. I shall be putting it on the screen so that you see what the applications look like, sorry, and you also see the books that are inside these applications. So I'm also going to put that on the screen. Yeah, basically you'll see it on the screen. You see what I'm talking about. So it's going to be interesting. Then, that aside, let's delve into this. Why were these books excluded? That is the whole point of the series. Let us find out why those books were excluded. Is it because they were not factual, they weren't spiritual, or they were controversial, or they were just outright crazy. So here's the thing about the Bible. The Bible is a collection of books, and most of those books were not written by people who were actually there when these things happened. Rather, they are books written by authors who heard the stories through oral tradition and then wrote the books. So, you know, the thing about passing information through word of mouth is this: people tend to exaggerate. If I tell the way I tell a story, I will probably exaggerate it from the way someone else tells it. Like, that is why you see, even in the New Testament, the books Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they have stories that are similar, but have discrepancies, they have differences. Because some of those stories, when an author is telling a story, they tend to exaggerate. Or when an author is writing a book, they want to write something that captures the grip of the audience. So to do that, they tend to exaggerate sometimes. Or actually, some of those books were written as the authors heard them, as the authors received the stories through oral tradition. That's what they wrote. So you'll see that some of those books were written by people like 100 years later, after Jesus had died or after the Old Testament times. So that's why we don't really have like straight consistent stories when it comes to the Bible. So that's the thing about some of these excluded books. They say to be excluded because the stories are just too far-fetched, or they don't conform to the ones that have been selected. So there are different reasons basically for excluding some of those books. Having said that, I am now introducing the book that I shall be starting with. I am so excited. I've already read this book, but for the purposes of the series, I shall be rereading the book so that I can tell you the story from a fresh point of view. I don't know, maybe I'll be telling it to you in videos. Like every video will be just one chapter of the book, or maybe 2-3 chapters of the book to tell you about the story, and then we discuss it in the comment sections. You tell me what you think about the stories because they're interesting. Don't worry, I am an awesome storyteller, so I tell myself, because I love to hear my voice. So you will enjoy it. Don't say, I don't like reading the Bible, it's boring. They're stories. Stories are fun, and I will make sure you enjoy listening to the stories because I am a good storyteller. Well, at least that's what I think. And you cannot convince me otherwise. I am Delulu. So, the book that I shall be starting with is the Gospel of the Birth of Mary. Mary, not Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of Jesus. Did you know there is a book that tells you about the birth of Mary, the mother of Jesus? Not just those short accounts we get from the books of John, what, where they tell you a virgin gave birth. No. This book is based on the life story of this virgin who later on gave birth to Jesus Christ. So this book is very controversial. A lot of scholars believe that the reason why it was excluded from the Bible has nothing to do with it not being accurate, but has more to do with the fact that it is a pro-feminist book. It is a book that focuses too much on a female. If you go through the Bible, it was compiled during an era where patriarchy was the order of the day. Times are shifting, things are changing. Though I still think like patriarchy, I'm pro patriarchy to it, like 90% extent. Let's not argue about that. Those are my personal views. But I also don't believe we should. I'm also not for the women empowerment movement, but I'm also for the women empowerment movement. Please don't cancel me. This is what I'm saying. I think I'm getting off topic, am I not? Okay, let's not talk about this now. We'll talk about this in another video that is related to that. Let's specifically talk about this. What I'm saying is I appreciate it when we include females, because throughout history, women were, well, they're second-class citizens. They weren't really included. They weren't respected. They weren't considered. So it is very much close to my heart that there is a book that talks about a female. Because in the Bible, besides Esther, is there any other book that goes in depth about a female? No. Even during the time of Jesus Christ, females are just mentioned in passing. She washed Jesus' feet with her hair. She gave him food. She did this. But it was never in-depth stories about how those women contributed to his well, what do you call it? To his whatever it was that he was doing, to his movement. So I think I agree with the scholars who say this book, after reading it, because I don't know if I've read it before, I'm pretty sure I agree that the reason why this book was excluded is because it's very feministic. I thought about this before I even went onto the net to look for what authors were saying, scholars were saying about why the book was excluded. When I first read it, without actually researching about the book, I could not help but think, but wow, this book is pro-females. This book is talking about women. And it was so fascinating to me. So I was so sure that was the reason why it was excluded, and other scholars agree with me. It is up to you to disagree or agree. If you disagree, bring facts nicely in the comment section. So basically, we're starting the series. I will be dropping the first video talking about the birth of Mary, the mother of Jesus, starting tomorrow. I'm saying tomorrow because I want to make sure I'm accountable. So if you don't see a video tomorrow, scold me, please. Scold me. If you have my phone number, personally call me and waste the video. So I'm going to post this video tomorrow where I get into the first chapter of the Gospel of Mary. Having said that, please subscribe to my channel. Well, all my channels. Well, this is a channel and my other pages, like my Facebook page, which is Nyasha Roseline Shoniwa, my full name. I think that's the name of my Facebook page. My TikTok is Roseline_N. So is my Instagram is also _Roseline_N. And so basically, I don't know if I'm going to add them. Like, you know how TikTok has, how proper YouTubers do it. They put it on the corner of the description. They'll give you all these links. Probably I might put links to, well, my other pages. So you visit them and, well, you might find something you like. But basically, yeah. Subscribe. Why are you watching my video without subscribing? Why are you not liking my video? It won't kill you to hit the like button, and it won't kill you to share the link either. Maybe someone who's interested in things like this might see this video and enjoy it. So yeah, for today, that's it. That's all I have to say, and have a lovely day. Or maybe by the time I post this, it's night, so good night. I don't know. You'll see.